from our vantage point, Ray Wolf, Nic Nemeth, he never saw John Layfield strike Kazarian or Hendry. Oh my God.
She's got a
Making friends with
voice.
Alicia Edwards.
She's got a beautiful voice. I'd like her to read me poetry.
Here's the thing, is I want to point out something that Nic Nemeth said earlier tonight. He said something to Joe Hendry that was plausible deniability. That's something a crook says when they want to get off scot-clean. Oh, I have plausible deniability. He didn't say I didn't do it. He just said I had plausible deniability. So I have my doubts.
Something Johnny Cochran would say.
Absolutely.
So here we go. This is Eddie Edwards to start things off with Joe Hendry. The system all heard their names said and made their presence felt, and it feels like the system is a little salty after everything that happened at Bound for Glory. Their losses across the board here in Detroit.
Isn't this time, time where you say system overload or reboot or some bull crap?
I don't know. We'll see what campaign they put out next. And now Joe Hendry, 252 pounds of pure motivation, trying to put away this matchup. Cover. This matchup continues on Impact, picture-in-picture.
I love Halloween, boys. What's your costume this year, Tom? Let me guess. Ballerina? Princess? The girl from Frozen?
It's a schmuck, and he's already wearing it.
Oh, yeah, you're going as a mark. You're probably one of those guys that when people come to your house, you hand out like bags of pennies, or slices of oranges.
Pennies?
Yeah, or a toothbrush. Yeah, your house probably stinks to go trick-or-treating at.
Well, actually, he's got the house that the kids aren't allowed to go to.
No, yeah, I don't blame him. Yeah,
what are you talking about? You live in a fourth-floor walk-up. You can't even...
Third floor. I'm in incredible shape.
Oh, shut up.
You keep your lights off so none of the trick-or-treaters having fun can enjoy it. A real Scrooge around Halloween time.
So now the TNA World Champion, Nic Nemeth, is into the ring here.
You know he hates Thanksgiving, too?
That doesn't shock me. That doesn't shock me at all.
He hates love and fun.
I know, yeah, he definitely hates fun. We know that.
So this is Nic Nemeth in control of JDC
and
of the system.
Apparently Joe Hendry hates fun, too. The guy who's supposed to be all about having fun, much to Frankie Kazarian's point, the minute somebody else does it, it's all boo-hoo.
He only enjoys fun when somebody else is the butt of the joke.
Exactly.
You know, he can dish it out, but he cannot take it.
Considering the journey that Joe Hendry has been on for over 11 years trying to capture the World Championship, it seems like, yes, he's continued to run into obstacle after obstacle, but he's not allowed it to keep him down. Here's the cover, shoulders down and a kick out. Meanwhile, you, Frankie, your pursuit of the TNA World Championship now for well over 2 decades. You turned your back on someone who was once your best friend in Eric Young earlier on this year. You flip off the fans at any given opportunity, and you dress like a jerk to open up our broadcast here on Impact.
First of all, I did not turn my back on anybody. I merely opened my eyes. The fans, as far as flipping off the fans, I do that because they deserve. Listen right now. Listen to these filthy, listen to this language. There are children here. They are saying a swear, a curse. So these fans, these are the ones that when I give them back what they're giving me, that's what upsets you.
Tag. Surprised you're defending the system, considering you and your Hall of Fame wife had a heck of a rivalry with Eddie Edwards and Alicia Edwards last year.
Oh, don't think I've forgotten about that.
Cover.
Don't think I've forgotten about any of that.
And a kick out. Are you jealous that your wife's in the Hall of Fame and you're not?
No, she stole my thunder last year. I would have won the Call Your Shot Gauntlet last year, but she had her whole induction that night. My mind wasn't focused.
Yeah, he had to focus.
But you know what? I give her a pass.
Oh!
Very generous of you, by the way.
Yeah, I'm a great husband.
Cover, shoulders down and a kick out. Husband of the year, I'm sure.
Husband of the year. I have a coffee mug that says so.
He's got another trophy at home that says it too.
I do.
So
let me guess. I filled this thing up last night with, I'll tell you later.
Oh, I'm sure
a
it's
fine
good
beverage
stuff.
that you would enjoy.
Absolutely. As Nemeth here controlling JDC of the system in this tag team main event.
Oh! And we are back here on this Halloween edition of TNA Impact. A little bit of a rude awakening there for JDC. It's the TNA World Champion Nic Nemeth and Joe Hendry up against the system, and we are unfortunately joined on commentary by the 2024 Call Your Shot Gauntlet winner, Frankie Kazarian.
Unfortunately, you just have to get those little condescending digs in, don't you? God, so predictable, Tom.
And a big shot there on Eddie Edwards, and a shot to the heart by Nemeth. Is this enough to put away the system? And a kick out.
And Frankie, I got a question for you. I don't want to tip off the dirts or anything too much, but have you given any thought about when you want to call your shot, when you want to get that opportunity?
Oh, now Alicia slowing up Nemeth.
His shoe was untied. She was trying to help him out.
JDC dumping Nemeth outside the ring. JDC getting the attention of the referee. Eddie Edwards is not legal. And now Alicia.
Ooh. Those are in there.
Nemeth.
Matt, to answer your question, since Bound for Glory, there's nothing else I have thought about. Trust me, I have calculated everything.
No doubt about it.
Speaking of Bound for Glory, I will say this. I was in there. I was the guest referee between Joe Hendry and Nic Nemeth, and that atmosphere was electric. They are two of the very best in the industry right now.
Eddie Edwards, the cover here on Nemeth, and a kick out. Eddie Edwards, a two-time TNA World Champion, has plenty of history with Nic Nemeth and Joe Hendry this year.
Speaking of the best, Eddie Edwards is an incredible professional wrestler, one of the very best. He's been very good for a very long time, and he's dangerous.
You two had a series of matches last year that were unforgettable. You two have gone to war.
Right. Shared history you have between you.
Cover, shoulders
Definitely
down, kick
left
out
with some
by
battle
Nemeth.
scars.
And now you're out here with your Call Your Shot Gauntlet trophy, and one has to assume that...
That's my name right there.
Yes, I can see that. Thank you very much.
Right
One has to assume that you're paying very close attention to what the TNA World Champion Nic Nemeth is doing in this matchup and his state as it continues.
Well, I'm trying to pay attention, but you keep asking me ridiculous questions.
Curtis shoots the hat
taking little
and a kick out. Well, you're out
jabs
here,
at me.
Frankie.
Of course, I'm always, not just when I'm out here, when I'm in the back, I'm always studying my opponents. I'm a very cerebral man, Tom.
Well, and thankfully, Frankie's got this call your shot opportunity because earlier we saw Nemeth, you know, despite all the shenanigans, Joe Hendry lost, but Nemeth is just handing out rematches.
Yeah.
Left, right. What happened to back of the line? That's my question.
Nemeth trying to get to the corner attack. Hendry, Santino Marella did not approve that rematch for the record.
That's right, but still, Nick, that's what he's politicking for backstage.
Doesn't surprise me. He's a stooge. He's a politicker.
Hold on a second.
Always has been.
Nic Nemeth was trying to do the right thing. Joe Hendry got screwed out of the TNA World Championship at Bound for
Frankie
Glory.
Kazarian got screwed.
Frankie
Honestly,
Kazarian, you were the ref.
I should have thrown the whole match out the minute JBL came out there and clotheslined me for no reason.
Oh. And Nemeth, a little flurry there, but it's snuffed out by JDC.
Let me tell you this. John Layfield doesn't know who he's messing with. I'm just going to leave it at that, okay?
Yeah, Dango, though, about to take a hell of a risk here.
Whoa! Oh, my
brother.
God! JDC coming up empty there.
JDC will surprise you. Unbelievable high-risk maneuver.
Unfortunately, this time did not pay off. The window is now open for Nic Nemeth to get a tag to Hendry here.
Here we go, like Pavlov's dogs with this "we believe" nonsense.
And now a tag made. Eddie Edwards into the ring, grabbing a hold of the world champion.
Eddie Edwards, a tag team specialist, knows.
Tag! Here comes the global phenomenon, Joe Hendry.
We're going to turn this matchup on its head.
Hendry, who has his suspicions from Bound for Glory, directed at Nic Nemeth and John Layfield.
He's trying to put that aside for now for the sake of dismantling the system.
Follow a slam there by Hendry.
This guy just has to pander to the crowd at any chance he gets. It's like, it's a sickness.
Joe Hendry has gotten to this point because of the fans.
You did this better, Frankie.
Thank you, thank you. I actually have rhythm.
Look out!
Oh!
Yeah, take
and
that,
Hendry,
Mark.
Hendry was singing about the standing ovation, but JDC cuts him down.
Now Hendry all alone with Edwards and Curtis.
Hendry blows by and then drops the system.
Shades of Road Warrior Hawk. How about that?
And now Nic Nemeth, the TNA World Champion, is back up on the apron and ready for a tag.
Can Hendry get there in time?
And in comes Nemeth, going right after Edwards and takes JDC off of the apron. On the finisher by Nemeth.
Got him planted.
Cover. Oh, that's broken up by Curtis. And now Hendry going after JDC and sends him for a ride.
He should be DQ'd for that.
A jawbreaker by Nemeth to Eddie Edwards. Oh, wait a minute!
Oh, totally by accident,
Hendry was going for Edwards, accidentally hit Nemeth.
Bullcorn.
And look out!
Boston knee party, cover! Eddie Edwards has pinned the TNA World Champion.
Here are your winners,
Wow.
the Sisters.
That is the first time Nic Nemeth's been pinned in TNA in 6 months.